Alright guys, welcome back to the 1 week update. Do I like my new setup? Do I not like it? I'll talk about it. So for those of you who didn't watch last week's video, I'll have it show up on screen wherever up there or something. But I got a new VR setup for streaming and just casual play. I got myself the HTC Vive first gen, and I was able to get myself a pair of Valve Index controllers that came with that, and the Haptics tracksuit. Is it tracksuit? 40X, whatever. Haptic vest. I don't know why I say tracksuit, but this thing's crazy. We'll talk about this later. First, we are gonna have to talk about today's sponsor, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is your first stop shop for anything fresh. They're subscription based and they send boxes directly to your house. Using HelloFresh, you can go and select certain meals you want sent directly to your doorstep, and you will get fresh, frick, dude. Suck at these sponsorships. Okay, guys, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. It's freaking good. The food is freaking good. The portions are good. If you want good quality food sent directly to your doorstep for a good deal, you can use the code on screen or the link in the description and get yourself a box. All right, you can get yourself 1 box, 2 boxes, 3 boxes, 4 boxes. The discount code covers up to 4 boxes and you'll get a good discount. Just try it out. Even just 1 box, just try it out. Tell me how you guys like it. Okay, anyways, back to the video. In today's video, I kind of just wanted to go over my experience over the last week using this. What it's been like using a decade-old headset, the Valve Index controllers, and the haptic suit. So we'll go over it right now. Now, to start this off, I do want to talk about the things I liked first, because there are a lot of those. Well, enough of them. The first thing that I like a lot more about this versus the Quest 2 headset is the head strap is a lot more comfortable, though I did experience the plastic side of this rubbing on my ear, but just a little bit of adjustment and it's all good. Another thing I really like is these speakers, the headphones with the deluxe audio strap is really good quality, and it just is so much more immersive than the speakers that you get with the Quest 2. Now, as far as the headset goes, that's pretty much where all the good things about it end, but we'll move on to the rest of the new VR setup before going into the negatives about it. So next, we have these Valve Index controllers, and here's what I love about them. Number one, the lighthouse tracking has been perfect ever since I started using this. I have done a few streams with these controllers playing Beat Saber. I played Half-Life Alyx, and they did very well, and they are super immersive with the fact that they can do individual finger tracking along the whole controller, and it's just a very natural way to grab the controller. Now, one thing I did notice is the Valve Index controller, that my left one has a click to it, whereas my right one doesn't. Not a big deal, it just shows, it's just a difference. Not a big deal though. And now we move on to this, the haptic suit. I have nothing really negative to say about this. The whole setup process of this was super easy. You just download the Haptics haptic suit software from their website. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to go find that. And then from there, all you do is turn the vest on. The software will find it, you just pair it to your computer, and then boom, you are ready to go. They have a whole list of games that are natively supported by the vest, and even some games where people have gone and made mods for it, like Beat Saber, for example. In the Mod Assistant application for Beat Saber, the mod changes how the haptic feedback is used. Normally, for Beat Saber, you'd have to use audio to haptic, which is where the haptic engine listens to the audio coming from your computer and gives off the haptics based on that. And from my experience in Fortnite, it was not good. But how the mod uses this is every right hand hit with your Beat Saber, with your saber, sends a ripple or a haptic sound down the right side of the vest, and then the same with the left. Send it down the left side and on the back. And if you miss one, you'll feel down in your lower back. It will start rumbling, showing that you missed. So that's been really cool to use. Another game that isn't natively supported but has a mod for it to be able to work was Half-Life Alyx, and that one was super cool. So in Half-Life Alyx, when you grab magazines for like your pistol, or you grab shotgun shells, or you grab resin, which is how you make upgrades to your weapons, you want to put it over your shoulder and let go, release of the controller, and it will drop it into your backpack. Now what the vest does is whenever that happens, it'll send a ripple. You can do either side to put it in your backpack, but whatever side you do put it on, it'll send a ripple down the side, and it's super cool. And then every time you're hit, every time you're shot, you feel it. And it's just super cool. I can't say enough good about this. Seriously, if you guys have the money, or you find a good deal on Facebook Marketplace for one, I highly recommend getting yourself one of these. And here we'll start getting to the reasons why I won't, for at least streaming reasons, for Beat Saber, be switching from the Quest 2. The first thing that I prefer with the Quest 2 over the HTC Vive is the fact that the pixel density on the headset is more. So with the Quest 2, you're getting 773 pixels per inch PPI, whereas with the HTC Vive headset, you're only getting 455 PPI. So that's a major difference, and you can definitely tell the difference in visuals when playing in VR. In Beat Saber, you can tell the blocks aren't as sharp, the edges, the lines, the text you read isn't as sharp, it's kind of blurry. And you can definitely tell that the headset uses 90 Hz versus the Quest 2 using up to 120 Hz. Now, another thing with the lenses on the HTC Vive is I have a weird thing. I don't know if it's a cable going bad or what, but every so often if I move up or down too fast, a whole bunch of green lines will shoot across the screen, both screens. I have a feeling it's a bad cable, but I have not been able to find any threads on it. I'll try to get a little video showed up on screen to show you guys what that looks like, but if I can't, then yeah, just know it's weird. It looks like someone's hacking the mainframe or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not the funnest experience. Now, for games like Half-Life Alyx, because the HTC Vive uses OLED panels, it makes the game just look so good. And it's not a game that you need high refresh rate, so that's fine. You can definitely tell the resolution isn't as good as in the Quest 2, but it makes up for it with the OLED panels for sure. Now, the Valve Index controllers are just something else, especially for Half-Life Alyx. If I play any game that's not Beat Saber, I will most likely be using the Valve Index controllers just because they are so good. They're so natural feeling. The reason I won't be using them for Beat Saber is because they are a little heavier than the Quest 2 controllers and a little awkward to swing. And I mean, I've been using the Quest 2 for the last 4 years for Beat Saber, and I can just feel the difference that's there between the two controllers. One last thing to note with the HTC Vive is while I was using it, it was perfectly fine for Beat Saber until I would hit the go live button. When I would hit go live, it would just introduce this kind of frame skipping, frame jittering every couple frames that would make Beat Saber practically unplayable, and the main reason why I won't be switching from the Quest 2 to the Vive for at least Beat Saber. For any other game that I've played so far on stream, the HTC Vive is fine. Half-Life Alyx was fine. For some reason, Beat Saber, I don't know what it is. I think it just might be because it's a fast-paced game. It just jitters, it lags, and it just makes it unplayable at faster speeds. Now, what are some upgrades, possible upgrades that I could do in the future? Well, one thing I want to upgrade is the headset. I've been looking and I can get myself a Valve Index headset, which has a much better pixel density, more FOV than the Quest 2, and I can get it used for about $300 off of eBay from a reputable seller, so I might do that. And as far as controllers go, I love the Valve Index controllers, but if I do want to stick to the Quest platform, I might go and get myself the Quest Pro controllers because they have inside-out tracking with built-in cameras, and I wouldn't need to worry about bad tracking messing me up in Beat Saber, because that is something I still do have happen on the Quest 2. If I go too far to the side, it just doesn't track it right or whatever. It's come a long way with the tracking. Don't get me wrong, Quest 2 tracking has come a long way from when I started using it, but I might get those. Those are money, so I might not. But leave a comment down below. What do you think I should upgrade to? What do you think I should prioritize as an upgrade? I'd like to hear you guys' feedback. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next week's video, goodbye.